What's up, team? Welcome back to the channel. If you watched the last episode, we put this new Nibbi carburetor. It's a 24 millimeter flange carburetor on my son's KO Fox 70, which has a 125cc pit bike engine in it. Adjustability was pretty good. It ran, actually fired up really well, but we did have some issues with erratic idle, smoke off idle, and a really big dead spot in it. I initially tried tuning it by adjusting the needle valve in the slide and turning the air fuel mixture screw, which you're going to find right there. Nibbi gives instructions, and we're going to go over those. But by the time I was able to get it leaned out enough using the air fuel mixture screw, it was too lean, and then there was a big bog and hole when you'd hit the throttle on it. And if I richened it up enough by using the screw and moving the needle up, it idled very poorly. So it's too rich on the bottom and too lean on the top. So we're going to adjust a couple of jets inside today, and we'll go over the instructions on how to do that right now. Alright guys, when you get the kit from, maybe I pronounced it, maybe it's Nibbi? Nibbi? I don't know. When you get the kit, it's going to come with pilot jet and 3 main jets. It's also going to come with an instruction book, and we'll kind of go over what that looks like. So it's going to give you what each jet will control. So your fuel air screw mixture, it's going to tell you which way to adjust it. Clockwise rotation of the air mix screw will richen the mixture. Anti-clockwise or counterclockwise of the rotation of the air mix screw will lean the mixture. So I was turning the fuel air mixture screw counterclockwise to lean it out, which got it to idle good, and clockwise to richen it up, which got it to run good beyond probably half throttle. Okay, it's also going to go over the bigger the main jet, the richer the fuel. The bigger the slow jet, the richer the fuel. So your slow jet or pilot jet is going to richen up your fuel at idle and right off of idle. Your main jet is going to richen up or lean out your fuel depending on which way you go. From like, I don't know, half throttle onward, I would say. 3/4 throttle onward. And then you have a 5-position clip on your needle jet so that you can move the needle up and down, and that controls how deep the needle sets inside the main jet from idle all the way to full throttle. So we already tried adjusting our needle jet and it didn't help, and we messed around with the air fuel mixture screw and realized that we're too rich on the bottom and too lean on the top. So we're going to pull the bottom off of this carburetor and see what sizes we have in it. Okay, so this carburetor is utilizing 3 millimeter Allen head screws to hold your float bowl on, and you will need to remove your float bowl in order to gain access to the jets. So we're going to go and pull those now. Do expect to get some residual fuel coming out of your float bowl, even though we tipped it up and drained most of it out. Sorry guys, sometimes the camera's chasing focus on me because I'm moving around so much. Okay. Flow ball's off. Alright guys, once we get the float bowl removed, you're going to see this is your main jet, and your pilot jet should be tucked down in this little slot right here. So we'll need to remove this plastic cover. The floats should be fine, so we're going to leave those alone for now. What I like to see, oh yeah, so we have full actuation and it's closed well before your floats go all the way up. So that's good. I'm going to grab a small flathead screwdriver. We'll get these jets out and see what size they are. Okay guys, be very careful. Make sure your flathead screwdriver is seated in there all the way. They are just brass. so they will strip. They're not super tight, they should just be snug. So this is our main jet. And this one is our pilot jet. So we want to go smaller on our pilot and bigger on our main. Okay, it's probably very, very small, but on the side of this jet, there's a number etched in there, right underneath where my fingernail's at. So this is a 32. The kit came with a 30. We're gonna put the 30 in there. The smaller the size, the smaller the hole, the leaner the jet will be. So we're gonna go with the 30. This little guy will have the number written on the side of the jet. Gosh, this one's even harder to read. This one says it's a B98, so we want to go bigger than the B98. We'll see what we have in the kit. All right, so the kit comes with an additional main jet. This is a 100, which is larger, and an additional pilot jet, which is a 30, which is a little bit smaller. So we're going to go ahead and swap those out. Don't try and over tighten these guys. You will break the heads off them, and then you're trying to use vice grips to get them out. It's a real pain in the butt. So, snug. Make sure I got the right one here. Snug. Put our plastic cap back on. There is an O-ring inside of this float bowl. It's reusable, so just make sure it's still there and it's not kinked or creased, and you can reinstall your float bowl. This overflow tube that my thumb is on needs to slide in under your float. And we'll put our 2 screws back in. Again, it has an O-ring, so you don't have to kill these. Just get them snugged up so you don't leak fuel. That's it, guys. That's how we're gonna make our first set of adjustments on it. Hopefully this will pan out for us. I'm obviously not sponsored by Nibbi. We bought the product ourselves. Heck, I don't even know how to pronounce it. We bought the product ourselves, but so far I've been very happy with it. I think the instructions are great, especially if you're a first time trying to adjust a carburetor. I like that it comes with some extra jets because these are not overly common sizes. So we'll get it on the bike. We'll see how it runs. Guys, if you liked this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you have comments on things I can improve, things I can change, let me know. Give us a subscribe, guys. It'll help your algorithm. It'll help our algorithm. Let's get this thing on there, and I will do a quick video of how it's running now that we're done. Thanks, guys.